Oh. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so may we call you Tony?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, okay, Tony. So now, how long have you been working with celebrities and artists and doing security for them?
1985.
What?
Damn.
I was
1985.
to say that's a long ass.
I was like 2.
Yeah. I'm 50. I'll be 51. God bless me on Sunday.
Okay.
Amen.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Yeah, yeah. Lika lying about the 2 part. She's like 12, but
I get it. Yeah, I started early. I started early on in the go-go scene with Trouble Funk and a lot of the go-go bands in the area. A guy named Big Butch saw me and I'm like, "Hey, big boy, you want to make $100?" I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like, just stand by this door and don't let nobody come, in this door, which was the setup because nobody was coming in the door. It was behind the stage at this back door. Nobody was coming through that door. And I literally sat there for like 6 hours for $100. But I got to hear good music and I kept doing it. So that's where I got started.
Okay, are you originally from DC?
Yeah, for Alexandria, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Where you from town? Where you from town?
I'm from the west side. That's the best side.
Oh.
Okay, let's get it. Yeah, make your face. Yeah, West side is the best side off Duke Street. If anybody on here knows what that is.
Yeah, we know.
we know.
King. I just was over there.
Yeah, that's what you need to be on Duke Street. That's where it's at.
That's where I met her up on King. We used to work together.
Okay. Well, King Street, that's where the Spanish people be at. But anyway.
Good night.
Thank you. That's what.
Yep, I'm from Alexandria, Virginia, but now it's funny. Now it's the DMV.
Right.
I told my man. I said, no, I want to go back to when I was in Virginia, Bama. I don't want to be with y'all. I want to be separate again. Nope.
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, I don't want to be DMV.
So okay.
Huh?
Yeah. So now you said your first group that you worked with was Trouble Funk.
Like all the go-go bands, so it was like Trouble Funk, Class, Chance, Air Raid, all the older go-go bands, Petworth. Those are the bands that I worked. Not Chuck. I didn't work for Chuck until I was a little bit older. But those bands were out when I first started. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it because I love music. Period. I loved, I was immersed in that culture, the go-go culture. Because culture was huge back in the '80s. Like it was our stuff, it was our sound. The New York thing wasn't our thing. Like we weren't, we blended it, go-go blended into New York out, like it's like late '80s. Curtis
like
Blow, Salt and Pepper, Curtis Blow, and all the Trouble and all that kind of stuff. But Kid and Play. But we early on it was just straight DC thing. So I loved it.
Okay, so then when did you start getting into other artists outside of go-go?
With college, so like '87. So I went to school with Brand Nubian, Das Effects, the Boogie Monsters. It's a DJ named Daryl Demo who's a DJ for Nice and Smooth. Kid Capri was down there.
Okay.
Yeah, Kid Capri was down there.
Where you go to?
I went to Virginia State.
Oh, yeah.
And they were all down there, and so that's where I got started doing security. And actually for Kid Capri because he was a chunky guy. He was like, "Hey man, you want to do security?" Da, da, da. So I started working with him at the parties and stuff, which was a conflict because I was a DC cat working with New York cat. But I love the blends and the music. I like music, so go-go was cool, but like I like music. So to hear Stephanie Mills played with a Frankie Beverly Mays beat was killing me. So I was like, well, I need to be right here. So it was just I started working in. So I really started heavy in the industry stuff in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was school? Like as far as the music scene and stuff like that is concerned? Because I think around that late '80s, mid to late '80s, that was that different world, school days. HBCUs were lit.
Like that was that separation. So for our homecoming one time we had Kool Moe Dee and we had EU.
Oh wow.
So we talking it was a crazy show, but we're talking about we at the height of the '80s. So because you're from New York, we had Alpo, we had Nappy Red, we had Fat Cat, we had all those guys were down there with people from their town, from the city, were at school with us, And then we had the DC guys there. Right. Then all the DC guys had our drug heroes were down there with us, at school. So it was
like, do you know who you saying right now?
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. I was a part of that. And that's a part of me doing security as well. Started doing security for, if I can say it, for drug gangs too. So I was doing that as well,
Okay.
making money in college because you make you make
Oh,
nothing in
Rayful.
college.
Yeah.
Well, I did with Umi. It wasn't him. I ain't gonna mention
Yeah.
that guy, but I was with with a person that was with him.
Okay. First of all, Umi is my cousin.
Okay, well that's why I used to. Yeah,
Umi is Nettie and Vernon's cousin.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's
That's
why
why I
we
used
kind
to.
of oh.
So back in the day,
Yeah,
he probably
it's
don't
great.
remember. He probably had to see me or whatever. But back in the day,
Yeah.
that's who an extension of him because of course I wouldn't get it from him. It would be, you know what I mean. So, but it was
Yeah,
his
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and I was
We
guarding
ain't gotta
his.
go into details.
I was guarding his stuff.
We ain't gotta go into no
Yeah.
details.
I was guarding the stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
good stuff.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I did. So it was like a blend. So music and that. So that whole culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, I went to Howard, but I know I applied to the. See, don't hate. Don't hate.
I don't hate Howard School. I like Howard.
Yeah. I mean,
He
we
gave
have
y'all some
money.
shade.
Yeah. Thank you, cause
I know him.
thank you. And I'm
Because
sitting here like,
you went to Howard in the 80s?
no, early, well, 93, 94.
Okay, cool. You're cool.
That was.
Yeah,
Did you see
because y'all
that?
think y'all better.
Of course. Sorry.
Bourgeois.
Exactly.
Guess what though? But she was walking around campus with wide leg jeans on and halter tops, looking crazy.
Looking crazy. Look, I'm not from Kansas.
No, that's from Harlem. That was y'all like Harlem with Reebok
No.
5411s on.
No.
You see how you do me? You see how you doing me? Oh man. No, not at all.
Trying to find vegan food in the 90s and on Georgia Avenue. Girl, go sit down.
Lord. I was there tonight. I don't know if this ever happened again. I remember it was the weekend that Biggie and them came to town.
Oh, it got booed.
No, he
Oh,
didn't get
okay.
booed.
He got booed the first time he came to Howard.
But back then, a lot of New York people, artists got booed because Mary got booed.
Yeah. He got booed at Howard.
The McDonald's right there on Georgia
Yeah.
Avenue got sold out. Sold out of burgers. Sold out of everything.
Wow.
And that was the first time I ever heard of a McDonald's getting sold out of everything. They had to shut it down. And they never shut that McDonald's down right there on
No.
So it was definitely something.
So
So
burgers
now,
had crack in them.
yeah. I seen some things. Because I used to live in the towers right there.
Oh, you right there.
Behind the
Okay.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Here we go. See? This is a judgment-free zone.
No, we're judging.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I'm judging.
So now, do you have any favorite era, any favorite musician, genre music? Because I see you do a lot of neo soul.
Yeah, favorite era. I don't want to sound DC era. Favorite era would be when I first started working at BET. So I want to say that's in the 90s with Video Soul, Madden Woods.
That's right.
When Rasan had hair, Michelle DeGale cello, Eric Benet, Jean A was together, Will Downing had hair. That whole crew. So when I first started working there, that's when I really got into them. That's how I knew them, like from day one. Was from BET, from Video Soul and Video Soul. Yep, Video Soul.
And you just followed them in their careers ever since, because you work with those artists still.
Yeah. So the progression is from BET to venues to just friendships first, and then of course the venues, and a lot of it was when I started was pro bono, because they don't think that they need it. They do like, man, I don't need or I can't afford. But the whole time is like when you start doing signings and you start getting hot, you'd be amazed at how people react to you.
That's right. Changing.
Especially when you're humble, like someone like Rasan, who's super humble. People love him. Right, so he can't just walk around. He can't just walk around just like he want to just walk around. Like he can't. You know what I mean? He probably could, but it's just a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just show him that it can be efficient. We can still talk to the fans and patrons and all that kind of stuff, but we gotta get out of here. We can go. And so that's how I built relationships with 95% of my artists.
Do you see any other artists get overwhelmed by their popularity in the crowds and stuff like that? Do they develop some sort of anxiety and they're like, you know what,
Not
I
not
can't.
the neos.
Okay.
Not the neo because it's more like a grass root. You know what I mean? Neo, they
Smoking grass.
right. They grow with you. You know, most right. So look at you. They grow. Your fans grow with you, so it's not as weird. But if you're like a machine, if you're a bigger star, it gets weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if you connect to the people, you're a human. They don't really want to hurt you. They're my stuff is, I call it the testimony. It's like they're on Oprah. Like they want to get up, they want to just, oh, I had a baby and then I named her so and so, and because the song number 7 on that CD, and like what number 7? She got 13 CDs. But
Thank you.
I connected to the song, and you just made my day. But we can't allow you to stand and have that testimony because everybody in line has a testimony, right? So it's just but it's good to, and that's why I like to work with artists like that are grassroots, because it's more of a family than it is a machine. I don't like working for. I tell anybody I don't like working for machines where you're being handled. I hate that.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate that.
When I went to go see Jeffrey Osborne, he was ushering Jeffrey on, like, okay, because everybody was jumping up and dancing with him, and it's like you got to keep on moving because people get a little touchy. They get a little touchy.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind, but
right.
I saw Maxwell last year, and this woman ran up on stage and backstage.
Oh my goodness.
She went straight and she had it backstage, and she made it, and they escorted her, she was kicking and screaming, but they escorted her right on out.
It's too late, man. And that's my fear. See, it's too late. So a lot of people think that I'm mean and aggressive, but it's too late. Once you have gotten back there with my artists, it's too late. Like if I didn't invite you back here, because you don't know what's going on with these people. I remember I was with an artist in Baltimore. It was an Afram. And we laugh about hilarious female artists, and we're walking, and so they're in front of me. She's directly in front of me, and I hear footsteps, right? I hear them, but I hear them slow, and then they get faster. And then they pick up and they get faster. But then when I turn around, I guess I turn around right on time, and I put my hand out, and I mushed this old lady. She had to be like 68 years old. Like literally, just like grabbed her by her face, like, ma'am.
Face plant.
She was like, I can't, I just wanted to say hello. I said, but you can't say hello. We're leaving. Like you can't run up on her. You know what I mean? You behind her, running up on her. I don't know who you are, what your intents are. So, and I had to apologize to her. We laughed about it afterwards, but I mean, that's everybody's she was tripping. Everybody's
my grandmother. Look, her AARP cards and flew out, all kind of stuff.
Right. And I was like, no, she was moving. I don't know. She must take jazzercise.
She was moving.
Yeah, she was clicking. She was clicking. And so we laughed about it when we got to the sprinter, but it was like, for me, there's no, and y'all know me, like there's no games being played when I'm doing that. Like I might look over and give you, hey, you good or something like that. But at the end of the day, when I'm out there working, I'm working, like legitimately working, because you never know what can happen. And I don't want anybody to breach my clients at all.
Right.
That's my biggest fear.
Yeah. So.